Alright, it's been a minute. Hard times have been fucking befalling me these days. But, I'm that guy, when things get tough, I go into that little cubby hole until I can figure things out, I got to thinking, you talked all that shit about how do you get back up on your horse. So, I figured this might be the best time to do a video. For any of those that are in a situation like mine. My situation, what is it? Well, first of all, I'm laid off, hurt my back. In fact, right now I'm waiting to go for therapy. That's why I'm sitting outside over here. Waiting to go in about 20 minutes. But, financial stress. That's the worst for me. Everybody says money and everything, but I'll have a fucking argument and a half on that case. I know quality of life's supposed to be key, but I can't seem to find quality of life without that cash. Bills are mounting, But anyway, I'm sitting right at the entrance of Federal Hill, right on the line of downtown Providence. Federal Hill's the historical, home of the fucking New England mob, blah, blah, blah. You've probably heard it a million times. See this little thing behind me hanging in the middle of the street? See, that's Apples Ave, right? Now, that's a little thing hanging there. There's an argument all the time on whether it's an acorn, a pineapple. Everyone's got it. My opinion is acorn. I don't know why I associate that with Italy for some reason. And that's Acorn Street around here, so, whatever. That's an argument for somebody else, I guess. But, me, one thing, a bad habit I still got. I gotta shake this off. Wonder why I got mounting bills. But anyway, I do tend to pull into my own little world. I'm watching everybody else progress in life, or at least they appear to be. You know how it is. You'll feel like you're that guy who's on the bottom of the ladder, and everybody else seems to be breezing through life, right? But everybody else seems to do 38 years and they can't either, right? So I've come to learn is to try to appreciate what I have, not worry about what I don't have. I mean, I got a car. Once my back's better, I will have a job. I got a nice roof over my head. I got a woman in my life who gives a shit. So what the fuck am I complaining about, right? The problem with me is I'm a striver. I strive to do better. I'm waiting on all these possibilities, like a union job, a couple other jobs, which by the time my back gets back in order, something's probably come through. What's this video about? I don't know. One, I just want to show you I'm still in the video making business until it gets somewhere, I gotta say, I don't want to say become disillusioned, but kind of lost my enthusiasm for making videos for a little while there. Sometimes I just ain't got nothing to say. I feel like if I don't have something of some content, then why even get on here, right? So I'm trying to think today, what is the content? The content is, I fell into that state of mind where I didn't want to say shit to anybody. But that's not the way to do it. It's not so much talking to people, it's so much striving forward and showing those who aren't able to strive forward that you can. It's that one foot in front of the other. So I get up in the morning, sometimes it's like, what the fuck? What are you getting up for again? I realize you better keep fighting, kid. Get that negativity out of your head. Because you know what it is, sometimes you go a while and nothing's happening. And then out of nowhere, something gives. Right before I hurt my back, if I didn't say this to you already, let me backtrack. About a year ago, maybe longer, I got a call from a guy who'll see me on TikTok or something. He was interested in, he was a filmmaker. He took some interest in me, but then he quickly lost interest for whatever reason. Maybe something else came his way. So when he fast forward a year and a half later, I was in the middle of something, and I pocket dialed this guy by an accident. And we got to talking. What's I remember you? Why didn't I call you back? I'm going to buy your book. By the way, buy my book, Dark Impressions, on Amazon, will you? I'm not making any sales there either. Donate to the cause, will you? But anyway, out of nowhere, this guy took an interest, and he's supposed to get back to me. Who knows? It's moments like that, out of nowhere, pocket dialing the fucking guy. You might want to make a documentary or something. There's a million stories like mine around, I know. Can you tell your story well? That's, it's one aspect of it. Whether I tell my story well or not, I don't know. I think the story's interesting enough for somebody to take an interest. As soon as I started off with surviving that house fire as a kid, when someone firebombed the house, this guy lit up. And really, he was more interested in how do you survive 38 years in prison and come out here and function. Most of the guys I know that did my kind of time, they're not functioning very well. First thing they want to do is collect. Me, I don't want to collect. Don't worry, I'll pick that cigarette butt up, I promise. I don't want to collect. That to me is like laying down. For some it ain't. Some guys do that and they try to hustle on the side or whatever. I'm trying to build. I'm 58, I'm late in the game, but I'm gonna push forward. For those of you that have been paying attention, I want to show you, what it is, to struggle through it and get through it. A lot of you have already done it. In fact, I admire you that do. Another thing I want to say, for those of you that make comments to me or that been seeking an answer and I don't get back to you, please forgive me. I'm not a guy who picks up his phone every day and looks. I try to. I'm just not, you gotta remember, I'm new to this still. I've been out a little while, but I'm still new to navigating the phone. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube, obviously. I can't keep up with that. Sometimes I have to hand my girl the phone and say, can you look for stuff I need to answer? I don't mean to be rude, I'm just stressed the hell out, man. That's how things get better. But even as I'm hurt, I'm still looking for a job for the future for when I do heal, But I really don't have nothing to say. I really just kind of want to check in with guys and let you know I'm still around. I'm not in a can or nothing, all right? And that's all I got for now.